Hello. So let's solve some questions to understand some concepts in calculus, specifically limits. In this question, we are going to find the limit of non-fractions or non-rational fractions. So if you are to find the limit and what you are finding the limits for is not a fraction, it's quite easier. Yeah. So over here we are to find the limits of the following from I to v. Yeah, so let's start by solving. We have I. You have to find the limit of 2 as s approaches 2. So the thing about limits is you determine what s approaches, then you find whether x is located in what has been given to you. Then if x is located in what has been given to you, you just substitute what s approaches into the equation. Yeah, but with this is a constant. So a constant is any number or variable that stands on its own and cannot be altered in the process. Hence, example of a constant can be, let's say, 2, as we have been given, or example can be 40. Another example can be k, or maybe c, or maybe q, and you are told that q is a constant. So if you are told q is a constant, limit of a constant, you just repeat the constant that is there. So over here, the limit of 2, which is a constant, will give us 2. If we're given that, if we're given 40 over here, and they say find the limit, obviously the answer will be 40 because 40 is a constant. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Limit s cube as s approaches 2. So as I said, in limit we find what x approaches, then we kind of substitute in what we have to find as the limit. So over here we have s cube and x approaches 2. Hence we can substitute 2 in place of x. Yeah, so we get 2 raised to the power 3, and 2 raised to the power 3 will give us 8. Yeah, so we have found the limit of s cube as x approaches 2. Let's move on to I. So you have to find the limit of 3x as x approaches 5. So as I said, what you have been given, you try and find what x approaches, then you substitute it into the equation you are given. So over here, we are given 3x. Yeah, so we just substitute 5 in place of x. So we get 3 into 5. 3 times 5 will give us 15. Yeah, so we have found limit of 3x as x approaches 5. Let's move on to I. So we have to find limit of x squared minus 4x plus 2 as x approaches 2. You just substitute what x approaches into this. We get 2 squared minus 4 to bracket 2 plus 2. Then we simplify this. Hence, 2 will give us 4. Minus 4 times 2 will give us minus 8. And we have plus 2. So this and this, 4 plus 2 will give us 6. So it becomes 6 minus 8. 6 minus 8 will result in minus 2. So we have found the limit of this question. Let's move on to the last question, which is V. So we have to find the limit of x plus 3 multiplying x squared minus 5. And we have x approaches 2. So with this, we can just substitute 2 into this. Yeah. So we get 2 plus 3 all into bracket. Then we get 2 squared minus 5 all into bracket. This gives us 5. 2 plus 3 will give us 5. Then we have this. 2 squared is 4. So we get 4 minus 5. 4 minus 5 will give us minus 1. Hence we get 5 multiplying minus 1. 5 multiplying minus 1 will give us minus 5. So this is limit of non-fractions or non-rational fractions. Here, when it comes to rational fractions, it's quite involving. So let's move on to solving limits of rational fractions.